All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video, a little film review on the Niner defense against the Eagles. Check out Pig and a Pickle, 2 locations, Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week from 11 to 8 or until they run out. Get the brisket chili, go say hi to Damon and Mary. Tell them that Larry Krueger sent you. And this video is brought to you by Mojo Fantasy. I'm loving Mojo Fantasy. Use that link in the description and use the promo code Krug, K-R-U-E-G, to get your first deposit matched up to $100. All right, the Niners, what a game against the Eagles on Sunday. 42-19. 49ers win the game. And, to me, there were so many things that you could point to on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, really all 3 levels played at a very high level. The Eagles are a very good running football team. And the Niners held them to 46 yards rushing, 2.6 a carry. I mean, it all starts right there. We can talk about all these other aspects of the game, but Jalen Hurts threw 45 times. They ran it 18 times. They lost offensive balance. They pressured Hurts. They hit him 9 times. They sacked him 3 times. He still threw for almost 300 yards, by the way. Ran for a touchdown and threw for a touchdown. But they never let him get out. His longest run of the day was 7 yards. They limited Jalen's explosives on the ground. They rushed as one. They didn't give him obvious run lanes. If you do, he takes them. In this game, his longest run was 7 yards. So think about that. They kept him bottled up. They did even a better job on DeAndre Swift. He averaged 2.2 a carry. Boston Scott, 2.0 a carry. Kenneth Gainwell, 2.5 yards per carry. If you look at the 2 receivers, they had good numbers, but there was also, A.J. Brown caught 8 balls on 13 targets. So there was 5 balls they threw him that they didn't complete. The tight ends were a non-factor. And the Niner defense held Philly to 19 points in their own backyard and made them look kind of slow. The Niner coverage was all over the place. The Niners got 46 pressures against a great offensive line. I mean, the Eagles are the total boat, offensively. Hurts can run or pass, and he's smart. They run the hell out of the football. They got a great offensive line. They got 2 number 1 receivers. They got a great tight end, albeit he didn't play in this game, Dallas Goedert. But they've got the makings of one of the most complete offensive units in the entire league. And the Niners went in there and held them to 19. And in reality, probably could have held them down even more than that. The Eagles scored 13 of the 19 in the second half. At that point, I mean, the 49ers, if you look at the way this thing, the scoring summary of this game, Niners were down 6-0. Then it was 7-6 Niners, 14-6 Niners at the half, 21-6 Niners in the third quarter. Hurts gets the tush-push touchdown. It's 21-13, but immediately Debo scores again. It's 28-13. They're down 15 points. Then it's 35-13. I mean, they lost connection with the 49ers. That last score, the Devontae 2-yard pass from Hurts, was a 13-play, 71-yard drive in the fourth quarter when they were down by 22. So 49ers defense dominated this game. They really did. And they stopped the run. And that was the key. You had to stop the run. If you can't stop Philly's run, you get nothing but the run all day. If you can't stop the run, the play action works all day. If you can't stop the run, Hurts just burns you up and down the field. Let's look at 4 plays from this performance on the film and just take a look at them. They're worth watching again. The first one we're going to watch is the very first defensive play of the game. And this was just the message sender. We're getting the end zone. It looks a little cloudy there, but here we go. Here's the sideline wide, the all 22 copy, little play action, little throw out to the receiver or to Devontae underneath, and Mooney Ward just smokes him. Big hit. This is like the message sender. It's going to be a long day. Smallish receiver. He's got him right there. He throws it right to him. Boom. Right shoulder, pound. And this angle doesn't do it justice. It's this sideline wide. Look at Mooney Ward up top and look him come off of his guy and put on a lick on Devontae. Boom. Right on Devontae's left shoulder. He's going to feel that one. Great message sender. Great message sending play to start the game. It's like you're going to make some catches, but we're going to come up and starch you with big hits. And that was a big hit. All right, that was the first drive. Let's go back to that first drive because I think this was a big play in the game as well. This was the 49ers trying to keep the Eagles to a field goal in the red zone. We'll go back here. And here it is up top. Mooney Ward, exceptional. Very tight coverage on A.J. Brown. Terrific play by Mooney here. We'll go sideline wide and then the end zone. You'll see both versions. But, A.J. Brown's a great player. Could have been the MVP of the league if you just judged him off like a 5 or 6 week stretch earlier this year. Watch A.J. Brown here. He's up top, locked up in one-on-one with Mooney. And Mooney's the coverage is just absolutely perfect. They're locked up. Mooney gets his head turned. Boom. Left hand on it. Textbook. It's a textbook PBU right there. I mean, and Hurts going to A.J. Brown. Brown makes that catch a lot. But this angle really shows how he was just in his hip pocket the entire time. And there's no separation there at all. There's no reason to even throw that. He's just forcing it into A.J. Brown, and the coverage was just perfect by Mooney. And this play led to them getting a field goal. If he makes this catch, it's 6 or 7. They're up 7-0. Instead, they're kicking a field goal. So Mooney made the first play of the drive, and then Mooney saves the touchdown with that PBU on a truly great, strong, powerful receiver. So I love Mooney on these big, strong receivers because he's as big and as long as these guys, but he's quicker. He's quicker than DK. He's quicker than AJ. And that's why he's had success against these guys. Look at that. There's no space there. He's not open. But it's that poise with the ball in the air. Don't grab him. Don't wrap him up. Don't commit the penalty. Don't lose sight of the ball. Get that left hand free and just shoot it away. Greenlaw comes over. Way to go, bro. There you go. Great play. Great play by Mooney Ward. So, the first 2 plays that we highlight are both Mooney Ward. The big combo hit with Fred Warner on Devontae, and then the great, PBU against A.J. Brown in the end zone on the first Eagle drive, which took 4 points basically off the board and made it 3-0 instead of 7-0. All right, now we're going to look at the Kinlaw. I want to show you the Kinlaw sack because it's a great. I'm happy for Javon. Don't get me wrong. I'm really happy for Javon. He got a sack. He hasn't had a sack in a long time. Let's get out of this play and go to the Kinlaw play. But look at the coverage. We're going to take a look at the coverage on this play. Okay, we'll stop it and rewind it here. And it's Hurts all day to throw. I mean, it's got to be 6 seconds here. Nobody's open. And Kinlaw gets the sack. We'll watch it all the way through first. So drops back to pass, little play action. Up top, nope. Middle, nope. The right, nope. Back pedal, fall to the ground. Kinlaw tags off on you. He gets the sack. Bosa comes over. Javon. Way to go, bro. Javon just bull rushed, keeps the eye on the quarterback, keeps working, goes down, gets up. When you go to the ground and you get up, that shows a lot of desire. There's better pass rushers in this at defensive tackle in this league than Javon Kinlaw. We all know that. He's not a sack master. He hasn't had a sack in 3 years. And this one was ready-made for him. But, man, look at the strength of Javon Kinlaw. Look at the way he just controls that blocker. Just throws him on his can and then gets up. The strength of Kinlaw is something else. But now this is the better angle. This really shows the coverage. Look at the three. They've got one running back offset. They get the tight end offset. You got AJ Brown up top. I think that's Devontae in the slot. I'm not sure who this receiver is in the bottom. But look at the coverage. Look at the coverage. There's no space here. That's blanketed coverage. That's great coverage. Nobody was open. He had all day to throw this ball. Play action fake. Did the Niners linebackers bite on it? A little bit. But then they get deeper. Fred's kind of looks like he's spying Hurts on the run. And Kinlaw works to the quarterback. But this play is not about Kinlaw. This play is about Ambry and Mooney and Lenor and probably Gibson. Great coverage. In some ways, this is the play that defines this game on Sunday. The Niners had a disciplined rush. And by the way, let's go back a little bit here. They are rushing as one here. And if you don't think so, here we go. We'll go to the end zone. Look at Armstead. Look at Armstead move out to try to balance the line as soon as it appears that there's a run lane. So Bosa, Chase Young getting up the field. Bosa kind of gets pushed inside. So Armstead moves outside. Why is he moving outside? He's moving outside because he doesn't want to give Hurts a run lane. So it was a very well coordinated rush. But this play is all about the coverage. Locked up, man-to-man. Look at that coverage. There's nobody who's open there. That is fantastic coverage. And the 49ers, I don't know if any of us really thought they were capable of playing this kind of coverage against a group of receivers as good as this. Look at all the time he has. Nowhere to go. Why? Because the coverage was incredibly tight. That's what this game was about. This last play that I just showed you, that really was what the game was all about. The Niner coverage was spectacular. But since it's a highlight reel, it wouldn't be a complete highlight reel if I didn't show you the woo hit, which I could watch over and over and over again. Let's get out of this play. And into the demo. Here's Lenor. This is the end zone wide. And you see Swift, just little curl in front of the quarterback, real easy. Boom. You're going to feel that one tomorrow. It's a left shoulder bite. Back out of the backfield, crosses the quarterback's face, doesn't have any idea where Lenor's there, and he just gets put on his can. And now you got Lenor starting to do a little dance on the bottom. Diamador, this was the one that Eagles fans, the game's lost. They know they're going to lose. Oh, add injury to insult. They just get decapitated by the corner. I mean, it's a great hit, man. It's just a great hit. I asked Womack about it, and he was sort of laughing. He's like, oh, yeah, that was a great hit. And Lenor's been much more of a forceful hitter. Just a little simple play. First window was closed. Second window's open. Didn't account for Lenor at all. And he just comes up and perfectly tags him. And it wasn't that much of a monster hit. Most of the momentum on this is the reverse momentum from, Swift not seeing him and running. But he just drops the shoulder, textbook, doesn't go helmet to helmet, doesn't crunch him beneath the knee and end his career. Hits him in the strike zone, right there on the shoulder pad. You can complain about it all you want. You can boo. But in reality, it's textbook. That is textbook. Beautiful. Beautiful play there by Diamador Lenor, and just kind of stamp this one official. So great win for the Niners. But overall, two things. They stopped the Eagles' run game, and their coverage was incredibly tight. And if they can play coverage like that and stop the run like that, it can be a tough out come the playoffs. That's for sure. All right. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of the Krug Show. Thanks to Mojo Fantasy as well for sponsoring this video. Use that link in the description. Make sure you use the promo code Krug, K-R-U-E-G, and they will match your first deposit up to $100. And thanks to all you guys for supporting the Krug Show on YouTube.